Today's video lesson is on making predictions. We're going to ask the question, how does a reader interact with a text? Our objective is to make predictions about what will happen in a story by using clues in the text. Making a prediction is simply thinking about what might happen next. So why should you use predictions as you read? Well, making predictions can help you be a better reader. It allows you to actively think about what you're reading and make connections. When you make predictions, you become kind of like a detective. You use clues from the story to help you predict. There are some things that we need to do before we read a story when we make predictions. The things before we read, we're going to look at the title, the author, and if there are any pictures that are associated with the text or the story. Then we'll look at the text itself. So in making predictions about Rikki Tikki Tavi, I take a look at the title. Is it interesting to me? Does it hold my attention? Does it make me want to read more? I would have to answer yes to all of those questions. Rikki Tikki Tavi sounds kind of interesting. I like it when I say it, and I want to find out what it means as I read the story. Next, I'm going to take a look at the author. The author of Rikki Tikki Tavi is Rudyard Kipling. Now, he's a familiar author to me, so I know the style in which he writes and the genre that he writes in. This story is going to be about animals. I know that he likes to write a lot about animals. The characters themselves are actually a mongoose and some snakes. Then we're going to dive into the text next. As we take a look at the text, in skimming and scanning, I picked out some names. Darcy is a mongoose. Rikki Tikki Tavi is a mongoose. But I keep seeing this question over again. Who is Nag? And I see it down here. Who is Nag? He said, I am Nag. So I'm going to kind of make a prediction already in my head after I've scanned the page. Nag. He must be another character in the story. Let's read and find out who he is. We are very miserable, said Darcy. One of the babies fell out of the nest yesterday, and Nag ate him. Well, there's a clue about Nag. He's predatory. Remember, we're talking about animals here. Said Rikki Tikki Tavi. That is very sad, but I'm a stranger here. Who is Nag? From the thick grass at the foot of the bush there came a low hiss, a horrid, cold sound that made Rikki Tikki Tavi jump back 2 clear feet. Those words kind of give me a clue that Nag's might be a little scary. There's a hissing sound, so I'm thinking he might be a snake. As I read on, I get a better description of Nag. It says, then inch by inch out of the grass rose up the head and spread hood of Nag, the big black cobra, and he was 5 feet long from tongue to tail. Who is Nag? I am Nag. So here we have an interaction between the mongooses, Darcy and Rikki Tikki Tavi, with the cobra, Nag. Stop for a minute and answer the question below. What do you predict may happen between Rikki and Nag later in the story? And here we're using the nickname Rikki for Rikki Tikki Tavi, who is a mongoose in the story. So when we started today, we asked the question, how does a reader interact with a text? We've answered that question. They make predictions by using the title, the author, the pictures if there are any, and the text itself to predict what will happen next. I hope that you take time to stop the video and answer your prediction in the quiz below.